In a long-forgotten land, during a long-forgotten age, there was a small village of unicorns entrusted with guarding the sacred Moonpearl, a gem that regulated the 7 seasons and that could be wielded for all kinds of mischief if it fell into the wrong hands. The guard posted in the Tower of the Moonpearl during this particular season was named Juna, and her responsibility was simply to never leave the gem unattended. Although she had wanted to play professionally as a kicker in the popular unicorn sport Fruitball, she had not been hired by any team after finishing her studies, and the best job she could find in the village was that of a gem guardian. Sometimes while guarding the Moonpearl, she would write letters to her friend the Snowman, who she had met when she was studying abroad in the Northern Territories. She would also practice her kicking with a target she had set up in the chamber of the Moonpearl. One day, the Council of the Unicorns informed her that a gang of Greknals was coming to steal the orb. The Greknals could only be out of their caves for a little while longer and had to return underground before the season ended. Juna was to take the pearl to another unicorn village in the north, where it would be watched over until the threat was confirmed to have passed. Juna quickly wrote a letter to her friend the Snowman asking if he would like to accompany her along the way, and she sent it via quick delivery Sparrow Mail. Juna strapped the gem to her back, and she set off as fast as she could. If you're wondering why she couldn't have sent the Moonpearl itself through the Sparrow Mail to its destination, let me assure you that it was simply not a viable option. It was too heavy for any ordinary sparrow, and it was an object that the council deemed too important to entrust to a simple airmail delivery business. After passing through the shady jungle, she made it to the outskirts of the Frosty Plains, where she met up with her friend, and they headed out together. They crossed through the Mudlands, since that was the fastest way to get to their destination. But next, they had to pass through the town of the Dragon Folk. The dragons were known for being paranoid and sensitive, so Juna suspected that if they saw the Moonpearl, there would be a town-wide panic out of fear that something had gone wrong and they might be in danger. Juna and the Snowman had to think of some way to conceal the presence of the large gem. Their plan was a success. Finally, they made it to the unicorn village in the north, but just as they were approaching the outer gate, they were surrounded by many Greknals. If the Moonpearl could only get inside the village walls, it would be safe. But there was no way the gate would be opened now, with so many Greknals outside the perimeter. Thinking quickly, Juna shuffled the pearl loose and kicked it over the wall, and it was caught by a unicorn guard on the other side. Once the Greknals saw how hard she could kick, and since the gem was now safely beyond their reach, they skulked back to their cave without a fight. There was only a little time left before the seasons changed anyway. Juna's name, along with her impressive kicking skills, spread throughout the land. By the start of the next season, she had been hired to play Fruitball with the West End Wranglers.